Why I am in so much credit card debts, as some guys once said. An unexamined life is not worth living. I'm not massive. I am in a massive amount of credit card debit, and no, I'm not tell you the number. I can barely utter it aloud to myself without spiraling. Say mean thing to myself every time I think about it. Perhaps worse, or maybe it's blessing. It make me wonder if I even know who I am because I obviously shouldn't. We in this situation. I have good job, no kids. I supposed to be rich on this in this simulation, and because it shouldn't be like this, I spend a lot of time thinking about how I'm going to here, shifting through the cage of credit card statement like I archaeologically. This is improvement because there were years when I just ignored the looming financial stormy, engaging in some sort of magical thinking that it would how all work out. Perhaps a bad a bed of cash would land my windshield while I was stopped at the red light. During this year, I had dreamed that I was on beach with a huge wave that was about to crash, sweeping away me and everyone else on the sand. I tried to warn other beachgoers, but no one behaved me that the wave was coming. By the end, terrified, I would try to scramble to high and dry land before being submerged in water. I have this dream less often now that I finally decided to face what I have done to create this financial tsunami, and my credit card will a living history of downfall. Obviously, the simple answer is that I spent more money than I have, but that's not really at all. My credit card statement tell a story that you has floated some little artifact demonstrating how stupid I can be, how lazy, how delusional, entitled, petulant, and how hopeless and hopeful at the same time. Powering over the credit card history, I have come upon a three categories of spending that led me down the unavoidable expenses. These I have decided are not my fault. Expenses that result from not knowing how the world works because no one taught me how the world works. So I just stumble through like a toddler. Expenses I incurred because I'm lazy, tired, delusional, undisciplined, are both aspirational and yet hopeless. These categories are totally subjective and ever shifting. When my dog Millie got sick in March of 2021, I was willing to emergency vet office. I handed credit card and told them through how snot and tears to whatever save one. That was $6,000. She died anyway. I had no in this I would to do again. Even if got 60,000, I would even do that for the little dwarfish. But apparently there are other people who manage to make fiscally sound decision in the face of their dog dying. If you want to die, right along with them. So while I consider this not my fault expenses, of course it's my fault. There was a choice, even though I pretended there wasn't. I got a colonoscopy because everyone says you supposed to. My out of the pocket expenses were $9,900. I considered that an avoidable expenditure too, but now I am not sure. I could have just not done it and endured that shaming my primary expenses, primary care doctor. Heck, I could have stopped going to the doctor to save on my copay. There are hundreds of expenses I incurred because of the rules I think are not allowed to break, ranking or bridesmaid dresses and wedding present to family reunion across the country, from charitable donation to friend contributing to the office holiday party. I don't even think about the cost. I just zombie along the pay them, which is why they are uninteresting. They just show I am unengaged and I have no boundaries. The more fascinating experiences are the one that pull back the curtain and show me who I really am. A child pretending to be adult, a delusional adult, a inspirational adult, but a child adult No matter how you utilize it. I essentially a child because at 51 I still don't know how things are supposed to work. Exhibit a lot of debt come from car repair. The that were confusing because I bought a new car and why do car need so much work? I was no only later that my friend explained I should stop bringing it into the dealer for maintenance because they fuck you so hard at the dealer. He said, staring at me like I was slow. Who can blame him for thinking I'm idiot? But then again, how was I supposed to know that? It's like a knowing that infant can't have money. Who tells you these things? It's just a random fact that some lucky winner know and some don't. Likewise, I paid a obscene amount of money to fancy electrician company because why not use the one that has commercial on television and their on trucks? Then I found out through a kind contractor that I was being charged something like four times the going rate. But again, I ask you, how was you supposed to know? No one ever sat me down and told me about car maintenance and electrician or movers, all about all the other thing. Adult just seem to know because I own a house. The list of I have no idea how to world work expenses get even longer. I spent 2500 to be insult crawl space to save money on heating bills, yet I'm freezing. I pay a various alarm system that I don't use anyway because we take care of now. Let's see first if she want to. I tried to give my grandmother what uh, even make with the dog. We are one even can't make it out with drug. I tried my fire my garden, but he begged to come back and caved. The garbage disposal broke a few months ago, and plumber said, "I need a new one." Who I am argue with him, as my grandmother would say, "What do I know from garbage disposal?" 6 Then there are expenses that show me the darkest traces of who I really am. Beyond just a ditch who doesn't know how to handle her car or her house, I can't plead having a no choice or ignorance. The decision. These are the decisions I made because I felt sorry for myself, because I am petulant, lazy, and depressed, because I engage in absurd magical thinking. Somehow more money would be in future. Even though I have a predictable salary, I apparently thought someone or something was coming to shame me. Sifting through these expenses is painful. It's hard to lag back and decision made you to unhealthy impulses grant me angry at past me. But also feel sorry for past me. The hardest concept as a it's not interesting. Let's read another one. Programming chatbot overload. How to keep your ChatGPT running smoothly during high traffic. It could be engaging. Have you service? Have you encountered a message from open ChatGPT that service is currently at capacity during us, or that ChatGPT had capacity like this? If you're making one typical attempt to exit ChatGPT but you're still facing the exact same message, then read further. Hello Fred, I've encountered the exact same problem over the past several days. In this article, I'm going to talk about the fixed ChatGPT and note if you also experience similar issue with ChatGPT, then you are not alone. But first, you should ask them how can ChatGPT or developer team prevent ChatGPT from crashing in the first place? Is there any easy solution for handling high traffic on the ChatGPT? According to the developer, ChatGPT language model created by OpenAI, it is to use the public in ChatGPT is based on GPT 3.0, a family of powerful language model. It uses language to provide and information learning of fine tuning achieve so understanding and generating home-like text. Have you noticed ChatGPT has been become really popular in recent weeks, and it seems like many users are inquiring about common messages on Reddit. Is capacity allowed? At simple time. ChatGPT crashes on issue. It's not just ChatGPT based chatbot like ChatGPT is they were may not able to handle large amount of demand. This means that if a lot of people are trying to use the chat GPT at the same time, it become very slow and unresponsive. This love asking ChatGPT a series of questions. I think promoting if, for example, a number of people are trying to ChatGPT during a major event. If ChatGPT is being used, I think one solution to the problem could be more powerful server run on ChatGPT, so it can handle more requests at the same time. Others is advanced algorithm to better distribution of workload across the server. This can help you ensure the chatbot or keep your hardware demand and wonderful condition to the observation. Additional will ever study if it's not better anchoring the challenge, giving it the ChatGPT. Another solution for could be avoid a queue system for the chatbot, so that when there is a too many requests coming, it will put the user on the wait list and process them. One server resources are available now, however, not. I think it's also important to monitor the system resource use and implement for a failover mechanism. To some of the large demand can cause a ChatGPT to slow down. Tips if you return, try hitting the refresh button. If it don't, if it doesn't work, try turning off your internet and turn back again. If you still can't, the program when the program is working again by clicking on the get notified when the how to become a developer without a gain. Honda the Angular 15. Best programming of the 20 list last update by a simple ways to create systematic datasets. Uncurving your code how. Multi-word analysis going one. I need a money so I studying option hacking. I found a great machine learning book. Oh, I read this. Yes. Animal. Books with lectures, to digital, there are wealth of information available online, including video lecture or tutorial, and the researching can be very valuable. There were a person prefer regarding more overwatching the pixel how to move, pause, rewind, and review information needed and trying to fully understand material before moving on the reading or deeply engage with the article. When reading, I can another advantage of reading on the book and draw valve. In it, the book gave pretty good indication of inner working of family. I really like the how first chapter explain the foundation of algorithm by providing the clear now gradient descent with the simple example. The best part is democratize all mathematical decision trees, particularly the mathematical breakdown of genius correct. The use of the clear example with code implementation. There are accompanying Jupyter book. Code this that over practical implementation of the algorithm method discussed in the book. This is actually a supplement for it. While we are working through these example and you will how to implement method. This hand-on approach learning machine learning can greatly aid understanding gives understanding how to explain ML to anyone. This book actually gain a comprehensive understanding of concept. It provides not only in the depth knowledge of mathematical but also the ability to understand how to explain underlying principle of clear and simple way. This is a valuable skill to enable effectively communicate the overall reading this one selling a seminar can be a great way to have a strong addition and build practical skill. Let me see what about the book. Machine learning the remote it tackle let's see what the book is it good or not. Should you do or to build a compliance library and whatever compliance library and modern web framework. Yeah, we are doing the improve customer monitoring and AI powered coding for adults. Next, over a object while preventing the key is how to map over a point. Rogers aging like milk. Now what next? Action for platform on mastering time series analytics with high huge variety of pair program. Can you just get information when just design a secure software guide for developer? Developer what is into of engineering What can the best the ones who right? Oh god, bro. So, presentation. Chapter 1. Modeling linear regulation cost function. Oh, that's good. Model section. Let bookmark this. True, did this I will. Not do this. Oh god, no. Chapter 8. It's all about the vehicle function. And not knowledge event. It's good, bro. Let's go this also. Download the file. No. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Open this machine learning. Copyright. Introduction machine learning supervised learning. Oh, nice. Controlling integration guardrail regulation which is whatever action. This is equivalent over the supervised learning. Supervised ML is one of the most powerful exciting learning ever. What's the goal? The chapter has two goals. First, the goal of the supervised is make prediction about the unknown quantities given, such as predicting a house sales price based on the location and the square footage. The predicting fruit category given the fruit weight. Supervised ML is a learning for discovering predicted pattern. That's good, bro. Let's see. Mindset that lead to success of development. To use every project. How to build open source supervision platform. Oh, let's read this again. Read out again. Thank you for today. Meet you tomorrow.